Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Meryl Joyce Colong. I am a second-year medical student from Davao Medical School Foundation. And today, I am in charge of performing the OB examination. So, before we start, may I know your complete name, your address, your age, your marital status, your occupation, and your religion po, ma'am. Okay, so before we proceed with the OB examination, no, may I know po ma'am kailan po yung first day po no, last menstruation mo? September 22, 2020 daw. Okay, so kung September 22, 2020, you are currently 32 weeks of gestation, no? And did you have any previous pregnancies before? First pregnancy po po ito daw. Okay. May miscarriages ba? Wala po talaga. First pregnancy niyo po? Yes po daw. Okay, so your OB score would be G1, P0, no? Because since it's your first pregnancy, so kaya siya G1, P0. Okay, so explain ko lang po sa inyo, Ma'am Chris, na? Yes po, Ma'am Chris. Explain ko lang po sa inyo yung flow ng examination natin ngayon. Okay, so first, I will be inspecting the abdomen area for any possible presence of striae, stretch marks, scarring, and also to check for the size and shape of the abdomen as well as its contour. Okay, and then after that, we will proceed with the palpation of the abdomen for organ and masses, fetal movement, and uterine contraction. Okay, and after that, we will be measuring the fundal height. No, this is usually done to check whether mag-coincide yung measurement ng abdomen and sa weeks of gestation. Kasi usually dapat mag-coincide sila. Okay, and then after that, we will be performing the Leopold maneuver, in which apat po sila na maneuver, no? But basically, or in general, this is done to assess kung nasaan na position yung baby, no? And then, after that, last one would be auscultation or fetal heart tones. Okay, so, would you want to have another person with us throughout the examination? Pwede ko po ipapasok yung husband ko. Okay po, ano pong name husband niyo na? Victoria po. Victoria po. Okay, so, good afternoon, Sir Slater. Okay, so, we will now proceed with the OB examination. But before that, Ma'am Chris, would you want to go to the CR first? Okay na po, Doc. Naka-CR na po ako. Okay po. So, let's start po if you don't have any questions. Okay po, so let's start. So, Ma'am Chris, I'm going to ask you to sit, no? Or to be in a semi-sitting position. Okay, then bend lang po natin ng konti yung knees natin. Okay po. So, mag-start na po ako, Ma'am Chris, Would it be okay if I expose your abdomen area? Okay lang po, Doc. Okay. So, I'll start na po, Okay, so upon inspection, there is a presence of striae or stretch marks. Also, there's no presence of scarring. As for the size and shape of the abdomen, it is globular, and for the contour, it is firm. Okay, so now I will proceed with the palpation. So for the palpation, okay, I will be palpating for organ and masses. Okay, so there is mass of gravid uterus. Okay, so here we have fetal movement. Usually, nagkakaroon po ng fetal movement pag nasa pag third trimester, usually there is um, fetal movement due to external palpation. Okay, so I'll also check for uterine contraction. Okay, there is uterine contraction. Madalas po ba kayo nagkakaroon ng contraction, Ma'am Chris? Ano po, Doc? Ngayon medyo madalas na po, Doc. Pero last month, hindi ko po masyado. Yeah, because the more po kasi kayo na napapalapit sa expected date of delivery, the more po siya napapadalas na. But pansinin nyo lang po, Ma'am Chris, madalas po talaga na nagka-contract yung or nagkakaroon kayo ng uterine contraction. Okay, so next, we will be measuring the fundal height. So to measure the fundal height, we will be measuring it in centimeters. Okay, and then I will be placing the 0 mark at the bony part right here. Okay, and then I will be measuring it. Okay, so it is 33 centimeters. Okay, so meaning to say, actually nasa normal pa naman po siya na measurement because usually pag 32 weeks of gestation, ano po 30 centimeters to 34 centimeters, so which means nasa normal range naman po yung measurement. Okay, so now we will proceed with the Leopold maneuver. So we will be doing the first maneuver, okay, which is the upper fetal pole. So for the upper fetal pole, I will be checking kung anong part sa fetus ang nasa fundus po. Okay, sa fundus ng uterus. Ito po sa upper portion of the uterus. Okay, so I will put my fingers together and check. Okay, so I can feel firm, irregular, less globular structure or part of the fetus right here. So this would probably be the buttocks of the fetus. Okay. So next would be the second maneuver. So for the second maneuver, I will be placing both my hands at the side now. And then I will be palpating first on the left portion. Okay, so in here, there is a smooth, firm, and siguro it's as long as my hand, so it would probably be the back of the baby. Okay, on the other side, I can feel irregular bumps. This would probably be the arms as well as the legs of the baby. Actually, it's really important to look for the fetal back conference kasi it is where we will be auscultating later on to check for fetal heart tones. Okay, so next one would be the third maneuver. So for the third maneuver, I'm going to check for the fetal head, dito sa lower fetal pole. Okay, so I can feel firm and globular structure dito po sa lower portion of the uterus. So this would probably be the head of the fetus. Okay, and then last one would be the fourth maneuver, in which we will assess the flexion and the extension of the head of the baby. Okay. Okay, so the cephalic prominence juts out along the line of the fetal anterior side of the fetus. So the head of the baby is flexed. Okay po. So next, we will be auscultating for fetal heart tone. So in here, we will be, you should remember three things, which are the location, the rate as well as the rhythm. So for the location, as what I have said earlier, it should be at the fetal back portion of the baby. Okay, and then I will now assess for the rate and the rhythm. So the fetal back of the baby is at the left side po, Chris. Okay, so for the rate, it is 110 beats per minute. Okay, as for the rhythm, it is around 10 to 15 beats per minute from second to second. Okay, so normally po yung heartbeat po ng bata, no, or heart rate ng bata, mas mabilis po siya compared to sa adults, no. And for the heart rate, it should be 110, between 110 to 160 beats per minute. And then for the rhythm, it should be 10 to 15 beats per minute from second to second. So, actually, lahat po ng findings natin normal. Okay, so, ito po tayo, Ma'am Chris, na I will be summarizing our examination. Okay, so, Ma'am Chris, no, for Sir Slater and Ma'am Chris, for our examination today, what we did was first inspection, no, with the in the inspection, I noticed stretch marks po, no, sa abdomen ni po, Ma'am Chris, and actually you can use moisturizer, no, para ma-soothe ang itchiness if ever there is. Okay, and after that, for the palpation, there is a presence of fetal movement and uterine contraction. So, as for the uterine contraction, you have to monitor it, no, if masyado na bang madalas yung pagkakaroon niya ng contraction. If you are bothered by it, consult your OB/GYN. Okay? And after that, for the fundal height, no, it is within normal range. It is 33 centimeters, and the normal for your gestational age would be 30 to 34 centimeters. Okay, and after that, for the Leopold maneuver, the fetal back is at the left portion, left side portion of the mother, and the baby is already in a cephalic presentation. So, meaning to say, yung head po ng baby is nandun na po sa may cervix po banda, no, in head to down position. And then, for the fetal heart tones, no, nasa normal range naman po siya. Okay, so since you are already in 32 weeks, no, of gestation, age of gestation, gestational age, you have to have your check-up, no, every 2 weeks. Yan po kasi from 29 weeks to 36 weeks, no, you should be having a bi-weekly, no, meaning to say every 2 weeks, nagpapacheck up po kayo. Okay? So, do you have any questions before we end this examination? None po. Okay, so thank you so much, Ma'am Fred and Sir Slater, for having your check-up. Okay, so have a good day.